Hello. It's good to see you. I think we're about to get this right. There we go. Okay. I think you can see me now. I think we're about to get this right. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think you can see me now. I think we're about to get this right. I'm not used to doing a live Zoom. There we go. But I think it's like about to get synced here. Okay. I think you can see me now. I think we're about to get this right. Hello, my friends. Hello, hello, hello. I am not so sure. I may be where I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be on Zoom, on YouTube, and Facebook Live. It's what, Thursday? It's a Thursday, and an unusual time for me to come on live, right? Well, today I want to, and I'll probably start maybe doing this more often, is talking with you about life and life insurance, health, accidents, and just sharing some things. I put a note on Facebook, and I would love for you to go read it because I think it can be very helpful. I think it is something that we all need to talk about more often. And, you know, I'm not so sure you're hearing me. But hopefully so. Okay, let's see. Somebody just gave me a wave. Hi, Raquel. I'm going to pause just a little bit, and maybe a couple of more people will come on. But I'm live on YouTube and on Facebook and on Zoom. If you want to look up the Zoom link. Okay. I hope your day is going good. Hope where you are. Hope you're having a great day. I want to share a few things with you, and hopefully it's helpful. You know, I get these times that I feel I just need to talk about some things, and I come on, and I'm trying to reach a broader audience because I believe it's a very important subject that we need to talk more about. How many of you know people that are not here today that were here last year or maybe in the last 5 years? You think about them and they're not around anymore. I think about that. And we're getting close to Mother's Day. And of course, I think about that. Hi, Susie. Susie Boney, good to see you. Welcome. And I think about that, you know. This is certainly not a preaching session for those of you that don't know me. I think most know me. I'm Gwendolyn Maultsby. I'm not coming on here as Pastor Maultsby. I'm always Pastor Maultsby, but you know, pastors know a lot more than just preaching and teaching the Bible. We have to live every day of the week just like you do. We have jobs, we have homes, we have bodies with pains and aches. We get headaches, we get frustrated, we get angry. We go through all those emotions. And sometimes people think that, you know, leaders are the perfect folk or they treat us that way. But take my word, we are not. But we have to have a living. We make a living. We have to do things to order to, you know, accomplish things and to go further in life. And so I just kind of want to take a little bit of time to talk about some of those things that are very important in our lives. Our children, spouses, husband, wives, mothers, fathers, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, cousins, all those folks. Grandchildren, if you have some great grandchildren. My mom had great great grandchildren. I think she might even have great 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 grandchildren. And all of those are such a part of our lives. They're important. They hold such a place in our heart. And it's such an important thing. Then we need jobs. People need a place, to work. In order, they need a place to live. And it takes a lot to get all of those things done. It takes money. And a lot of people are out of work. They're looking for work or they're not getting paid what they think they're worth. And so all of those things can be, their way on our mind. I want to talk a little bit about some of those things today. If you are in need of any of that, I hope I touch on some areas that can be helpful to you. There are jobs that are available, but a lot of times people don't want those jobs. They say, I don't like that. And I don't like what they're paying. I don't want to work for anybody. I can relate to that. I really can. And then sometimes our health hinders us and it hinders us from doing some of the things we would do. I can certainly relate to that. In my business, I work with people who work from home, and most of us work from home. You would believe sometimes some people are working from their bed. They're in the bed, they're in a lot of pain, but they're doing their business, because number one, they need money and they have found a way to be able to get money, work from their bed, and to have a satisfied job or business. Um, there are a lot of ways we can accomplish our dreams, a lot of ways we can. But sometimes we're lazy. Sometimes we say, well, I don't know anything about that. I don't know how to do that. And I don't want to do that. But sometimes you don't know what you want totally until you try it out. If you never tried doing some businesses of your own, you never tried perhaps working on a certain job, or you've never tried maybe starting something that has been in your heart, you really don't know how well you would do. You really don't know um, how you would succeed because number one, you've talked yourself out of it. I work in a business in insurance. We work with life, health, and accidental death insurance. And of course, insurance is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, job in the world, the biggest business in the world, one of the biggest because everybody needs it in some way. Either you have to be your own insurer, like some billionaires do, or you need the insurance company to insure you so you don't have to worry about trying to spend your savings or spend your money. That is one area that I kind of want to speak on a little, is because I hear people saying different things. I talk to a lot of people, and I'm an insurance representative, field underwriter, and about to become a manager. And I talk to a lot of people, and some of them I've heard them say, "I don't need insurance." I one man, he sticks in my head, and he said, "I don't need insurance. I'll just let my children handle it after I die." No, 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 no. Is that really fair? I mean, and then another one said, I'll be dead. I don't care what they do with my body. They can throw it in the ditch. Well, that's a no either. Government doesn't allow that. It can just dump you in a hole, dump you in a ditch. There are rules in this country for certain things. And so it is important that we think about what we don't want to think about. And that is, how will we leave preparation behind when we leave? What are we planning for our future? And if you need uh, money, I'd like to let you know there is a way to get money. We are looking for people There is an awesome business. This business is helping so many people. And we're looking for people that are honest. We're looking for people that, are willing to do what maybe they've never done before. I have people tell me, I've never worked in insurance before. Well, when I started, I had never worked in insurance before. But do you know, I am so glad that I'm here. I really enjoy what I do. I'm being a minister. I work with people, right? So I continue to work with people. If you're a person that like helping people, then I would, encourage you, give me a call at 404-323-1273. If you would love to be able to retire or work from home, call me 404-323-1273 and let's talk. Because hey, everybody that's in insurance or in any business, in any job, number one, you never did it before. We had the first time, right? We had the first time. And I said, I want to open this up to people. I'm well known, by people in many states, many places, and on here. And so, I don't just talk about stuff I don't believe in. I don't just talk about stuff that's a lie. I'm not going to lie to you. Even in this business and working with people, there have been some agents that have written policies for people, and like one lady, and one thing, and let me interject this. If you have an insurance policy, and I hope all of you will stay around, if you have an insurance policy, check it out. Go review your policy. Why? Because I think about this lady. Her husband was 76 when he passed. She pulled out her policy, and her policy had ended at age 75. She had no coverage, no coverage. I was new in insurance then, and to this day, it still pains me. I went to her house and she said, I thought I had insurance. And my husband died at 76. I pulled out the policy and it was too late. It had expired. So I encourage you, go review your important papers. Know where they are. Make sure you tell your family members where they are. Okay. And tell other people, check your stuff out. I have people, I meet with people and they say, I have to dig it out somewhere. I don't know where it is. And some of those folks never go dig out their policies just to get a review on it, just to get we'll call it experts, just to get an expert, maybe to look at your policy, to see what you have, what you don't have. We're not there to sell you something you don't need. But my job is to help you know what you have and to help you decide if you need anything else. A lot of the policies, like my mom was sold way back in the day. I remember the insurance company man come and knock on the door and had the debit book, and they paid, whatever amount they pay. Wasn't that much. Like those $1,000 policies, there's no way in the world they will cover not even cremation now. I hear people say, well, I want to be cremated. Well, they don't even know what it costs to be cremated even now. What it costs almost to be cremated, it costs almost what it now is almost what it used to cost just for burial. So I know this is not a pleasurable conversation, but it is a very important conversation. It is the last thing anybody is going to have to do for you and me when we leave this world. So it makes sense. Leave a good legacy. Leave a good legacy. Make sure your children, if you have children, ask your children, what do you have for the last day on earth? Ask them, what do you have that if I outlive you, you the mama, daddy, sister, brother, whomever, what do you have that all we have to do is go get it and take it where it needs to go? Do you know some of them, we think they have coverage or we think They say, oh, I have something, but they forgot they hadn't paid on that thing in years. The policy doesn't keep lasting if you don't pay on it. So talk to your children, talk to your grandchildren, talk to your nieces, your nephews, talk to yourself. What do you have? Do you have more than enough? One of the last things people need is insurance, right? But do you know that's one of the first things they will stop paying on? They will stop paying on their policy. That's the first. "Oh, I can't afford to pay all these debts." Then get rid of cable. Get rid of something else. Stop going to the grocery store buying all those extras. It doesn't cost much, you know? So, if somebody got a 30-some dollar insurance policy and they're going to cancel it because I need the money. You need that $35 more than you need your life insurance. Maybe you need a better job or you need to do something. Number one, come with me. Let me hire you on or get one of my managers to hire you on. I work with a tremendous company, Symmetry Financial Group in Quality. You can look it up online. Symmetry is becoming fastly one of the leading companies and very innovative, very innovative. I say, Lord, you put me in the right place at the right time. I was not thinking about insurance. I was looking for a job. Yeah, I was. I was looking for something I could do from home. Um, you know, and the lady called me on the day I was so sick. I told her to this day. And she called me from a California number. We're all over the country And I told her, I don't know why I answered the phone. I was getting sicker. Joyce and I were sitting in the car in traffic. Had just come from a funeral and looked like I was getting sicker by the minute. I was just laying over there with my head up against the door and the phone rang and I actually took her call. And to this day, that was one of the best calls I could have taken. And I ended up going through the training. I had to get my license, my insurance license. I went through the class and got my Georgia license. I am licensed in Georgia. Then I proceeded. I know people in Ohio. I know people in other states. So, and you can get your resident license in other states. So if you know people in other states, you can help them. It's a business that you can help people around the country. And it is one that I think is important that you consider. If you're looking for work, if you're looking for extra money, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking to change your career, or if you just want to try something new, you're honest, you're a hard worker, you don't mind learning, you don't mind growing, and you don't mind making money, okay, then call me. Now, you don't start out making money right away because number one, it's your business. It becomes your business. Oh, Symmetry helps us so much. When I first was in insurance years and years and years ago, I was basically in business by myself. Even though I was under a company, I still did not have the support. I didn't have all the training and the things like I have now. Symmetry, Financial Group and Quality, they're always looking for things to help us make more money, make passive income. So like some of the agency owners, when they wake up, they got $50,000 that was put in their account overnight. One man told me, he said, I keep getting checks dropped in my account. I think he'd had 88 checks put in that day, if not more, and still more. And that's because he is helping and has helped, people to meet their needs. In this business, you don't have to continue to be a producer. You start out as a producer, but you can eventually own your own agency if that's what you want to do. You can help other people and help them become agency owners. I love it. I love it. I love helping people. I love seeing people grow. I love helping people change their lives and things to get better. So If you have a need, you want to change your career, you want to learn something new, please connect with me. You won't know what you can do until you try. You don't know how much you can love something until you do it. I did not have any idea I would love working in the insurance world as much as I do. And we don't just write life insurance. We write, we have health, like some people, they need vision coverage, dental coverage. Um, they, need long-term care coverage, accidental death. We also have mortgage protection, which helps protect if you have a mortgage and to help you pay it off early. There's a program called Debt Free Life to help you get out of that mortgage sooner than later. I made a note in Facebook about some families I've helped. One in particular, I just recently wrote several different policies on that family. There's the mother, the father, the wife, and then there are two children. I also wrote accidental death coverage, and she wanted something where she could have at least $300,000 coverage for her family. And I was able to write a $500,000 accidental death policy, where she could divide that, between her family members, her husband and her children. Also, another policy I was able to write for them, critical care policy. That's a living benefit. See, all insurance is not just for when you die. Okay. It's not just for death. And so this, like if you get cancer, have a heart attack or stroke, and the doctor diagnosed that, it will give you, say, you got a $10,000 policy. Maybe you have a $10,000 policy. It will pay you that $10,000. Maybe a $15,000 or $20,000 policy. Whatever the insurance company, you're not dead. It will give that money to you. I say, like my dad had cancer. He didn't die from cancer, but if he had this kind of policy, when they diagnosed him with it, let's just say he had $50,000. The insurance company would have written him a check for $50,000, or some people just get $10,000. $10,000 is good if you got any kind of medical situation like a heart attack, stroke, cancer. Some people, there's an extended policy if a person qualifies that to get Alzheimer's or dementia, like, my mom had dementia. If she'd had this policy before she got it, they would have paid her and she would have been living. So it is a great policy to have. There are all kind of policies. And of course, there's term life, there's whole life, there's a policy, Term Life Express, that you can get it. And if you outlive it, you might have $50,000, $100,000 coming back to you, because they give you all your premiums back. They give you all the money you put in. And there are different kinds. I'm just talking about one in particular. There are many, many kinds of coverages that people don't know about. And being a helper, a server, you learn them and you're able to offer them to families. God knows we need people in this business because there are so many people. We get requests from thousands and thousands of people, and no way we can get to them fast enough. We've had some people we couldn't get to soon enough. By the time we finally get to them, they've gone. They passed away. And but we're looking for people. We're looking for people. If you want to work from home, you can work from home. Like, you look around my surroundings, you can tell I am home. I am not in an office away from home. I am at home. I'm sitting in my breakfast room, in fact, and right near my kitchen. I want something to eat, I just go get me something to eat. You have to be careful about that. Now, you can put on a little extra few pounds working from home, but you can be disciplined as well, because that's your income, that's your business, and you're building a business. I wanted to come on Facebook in particular because I know a lot of people on Facebook, and I know some really good people on Facebook that I believe would be very good in this business. And I'd love for you just to call me or just text me or put in the chat somewhere and say, I'm really interested because um, so many people, we've gone through this pandemic and we're still going through it. And we need to talk to people. People are ignoring the fact that people are leaving this world and we need to be prepared. And so we're looking for people that want to make a good income, people that, hey, do you know there are people in this business making 7 and 8 figure incomes, but they started just like I did. They started from nothing like you would or anybody else. They all started. They had to get a license from the state. And so they went through that class that's required 40 hours in Georgia. It's 20, I think, in Ohio, and different in different states. I don't know what it is in North Carolina, but when I was living there, it was 40 hours. They may have changed it to less. But we even work with Medicare supplements, being that we have a life, and a health license. I was eligible to sell Medicare, to sign people up for their Medicare. And that was really neat. So, and I'll probably get back into that. We do have a Medicare supplement included in our in the array of policies and plans we have. But there is so much, there's no way I can tell your teacher, oh, retirement income. Do you have any 401ks? Any IRAs? I know people that do. That annuities, that's a part of this business. And you can help people with those. You don't have to know how to do it. Turn it over to the expert. The expert actually does all the paperwork, writes it, but you get to split the commission. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Some people are really making great income there. That's a part that I'm getting ready to get into. And because as I meet clients, then some of them, they need retirement help. And some of them have 401ks that they're paying fees for. And through this program or the programs they have, you don't have to have a financial planner and pay them fees. So it's so much good stuff. I don't remember it all, but I plan to be sharing from time to time. And I'm delighted for those of you that have come on and have stayed on, because I believe this is really a serious business. And people don't want to hear about insurance, but we have to have car insurance. And if you don't have liability insurance, the state is going to deal with you. Well, if we don't have health insurance, then somebody's going to have to pay your health bill. If you don't have life insurance, somebody's going to have to pay your life bill. And I know of people where they've had to leave their family member in the freezer for some weeks so they could raise enough money. You don't want that to happen to you, right? Or to your family member. So check on them. And they say, oh, I got that. I think I had somebody to tell me, like, I got it. Then later they actually came to me and they were honest. They didn't have it or they didn't have enough. So find out and say, well, what do you have? Let me see it. Let's talk about it because something happened to you. I need to know. Not trying to pry on your business, just trying to protect me if something happens to you and to protect you in a sense. They say, oh, I'll be dead. It won't matter. Yes, but you have a legacy. You don't want anybody talking to your children, looking at how your children have to struggle or talking about, man, girl, they had to take up a GoFundMe because they didn't have no, that man didn't have life insurance on himself. You mean that lady? And she wore all those fine clothes. You mean she didn't pay $60 to get her some decent life, or 25, 35, 50, whatever it is? The older you get, now it's going to cost you more. So if you're young, uh, all the way from a baby we can write insurance on them. I have a lady, she wrote a policy when her grandchild was an infant, and she told me some years not too long ago, in fact, last year, I believe, she said, I still have that policy. I got out of insurance and was out of it for many years, but I wrote it. I think he's 17, so it must have been 17 years ago. Imagine how the insurance world has adjusted and changed. But she still had that policy, and it has grown. So if you got grandchildren, nieces, nephews, somebody favorite, person, then put a policy on them. They have to sign it if they're over 18, but if they're 18 or older. But or the mother will have to give you permission if it's their child. But do something, make a difference. You can leave money for your grandchildren for their college, and or money that's there. They need their first car. Money you can leave money through a policy for maybe they help them on their first house down payment. There are all kind of ways insurance works. It works, and it's all kind of ways of doing it. It's not just for burial. It's not just for burial. It's for a lot of good things. So I want to challenge you today. Go look at your policies. Even maybe you looked at them, but go double check to see if you're remembering it, remembering what it is, how much it is, and how much you have. Then, if you need to add some more, then call me 404-323-1273, and let's talk about it. If you don't need it, I'm going to say, well, this one's good. You probably don't need it anymore at proper cover, unless you just want to get more. But if you need it, I'll be honest and tell you. If you don't, there's no need writing what you don't need. Maybe another kind, another area you might want it in, and we'll talk about that. But give me a call. Let me help. I help people spiritually. I help people physically, mentally, financially, and in every area of your life. I think I can be a help to you. So I want to help you financially if you need a job, if you need money. Hey, let's give it a try. Give it a try. I did, and I'm so glad I did. Uh, if you want to start your own business, this is your own business, but you're not in business by yourself. Call me. Give it a try. Hey, start and don't give up. One thing I tell people, commit to yourself. You will not quit because if other people can do it, you can do it. Yeah. If they can, you can. If I can, you can. I have to learn the same thing that you would have to learn. So come on, give me a call. 44323-1273. And if you need insurance, stop putting it off. What are you waiting for? Lightning to hit you? That wouldn't be so good to tell you, yeah, I need to do something. Waiting for a brainstorm? Well, take this as your brainstorm. You need to check this out. And give me a call. Let me help. Okay. Anybody have any questions? You can put it in the chat if you have a question. Just text any questions you might have. Good to see you, Donna. Good to see you, Sir Jackie, Susie, and Charity. Good to see you. And I don't know who else, but I can see them. Their love to you. Hey, I keep seeing your name. I'll call you Charlotte. Jennifer, hello, darling. Good to see you. But I want to encourage you, and I want to welcome Jennifer. Jennifer is one of my new agents, and she's going through the process. Jennifer, I just been talking to them about insurance and about making money, getting the job, and it's a process. So I welcome her to Symmetry Financial Group and Quality, and to the Maultsby Agency. Welcome. And those of you that are on here, each of you are very capable of doing this business. So I want to invite you, come and join me. Come and join you. I will work with you and you. There's another big team of people. There are thousands of people that you'll get to meet through maybe different conferences. You'll see them through Zoom. We do Zoom calls. We don't have to go to anybody's houses and knock on doors unless you just choose to. I You can get people. You can be talking to people in, as I said, in California, and you can help that family in California, and you're working right from your home. You can have a family, those families in Virginia, Tennessee, no matter what state. If you get a non-resident license in that state, you can help them, and that doesn't cost very much. If you're in Georgia, you get your Georgia license, and then if you got family in Texas and whatever state, hey, you get your non-resident license for Texas, you can help that family. So it's a wide business, an excellent business. Hey, Jackie, you'd be good at this. You really would be. I'd love to work with you. I would love to work with you. I see you, Donna. Donna, you was a manager, I think, at Krispy Kreme, or a leading person there. You would be well at this, Susie. Rich, I almost hit finish. I think I hit finish and almost ended this. But all of you, each of you. And Charity, I know that you have an illness, and so you are at home. But the lady that's brought me and hired me on for this business, she works from home. She is in bed a lot. She works from the bed. She'll sit up in the bed, and but she is really building this business. She's touching people's lives. She's helping people, hiring people on that want to start their own business and want to make money. So if you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to help people, and want to help change lives and help save some families some pain, that this is the place to be. So I'm getting ready to go. Anybody have any questions? I have an appointment coming up, and I have some family to help. When I got into this business, because of so much money that we can make, I got in here with how much money I wanted to make. But after I stayed in this business and I've been in here for a while, I've actually changed my why to I just want to serve people. I want to help people. And if I know if I help enough people, I'll make the money. But my heart is, I guess, like this is another ministry for me, that I just want to help those families get what they need. And so it puts a peace in their heart. I've helped some families and they have said, thank you so much. Like we feel so much better. We're prepared, and they get coverages for their children. So their children, young kids may not pass away, but of course we've had young kids passing. So it's wise to have it for the children. But it's another reason to have it for them is it builds, if you get a cash policy, one that builds cash, it's building income for their future. And money that when they get older, maybe for their college, they can get a loan on their own policy. You don't have to go to a bank or whatever. You can get it from your own, and or they get it from their own. So any questions or any comments? I saw some hearts. Thank you. Just waiting a moment because I know you hear me delayed. So has this helped anybody or been inspirational to anybody or made anybody think? Well, hopefully someone will see this, that it will help them and it will be just what they need. Hopefully they will decide they want a job, they need a job, and they want to try this business, or they want to do this business, not just try it. They come in with a mind, I want to do this business, and I want a business of my own. And this would afford me that. I want to work from home. This would afford me that. Of course, you don't have to work from home. You can some people just get them an office and they do it from an office space of their own. You can do it that because you can grow your business the way you've got hundreds of people in your agency. That's a part of your agency. So it's an awesome business. I love it. I love it. I really do. And I'm looking for some people that will come alongside me and fall in love with it too. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this will help somebody. I'm Gwendolyn Maultsby, and I work with Symmetry Financial Group and Equality. You can look us the corporation up on the internet. It's there, and my agency is G Maltzby Agency, GM Maltzby Agency, and I'd like to invite you to come be a part of my agency. God bless you. Take care. Don't forget, dial 404 373 1273. 404 373 1273. Bye bye.